It is nightfall in Melbourne as we continue our same-day coverage of the Ford Australian Open. The roof, as you can tell, or maybe you can't, is closed, and the reason for that is the weather. It has started to rain, or did about half an hour before this match started. Temperature, 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 67% humidity. The winds are calm, but of course that is not a factor now because this is virtually an indoor match, and it's between Monica Seles and Julie Halard, and we are going to join the match in set number 2. Julie Halard serving ahead in the second set, 4-3 with a breaker serve. Monica Seles easily won the first. Problem now is holding on to the break.
Quiet, please. First set.
Wide, 15 all. Heard the grunt coming back for the first time in this match from Monica Seles. Interesting. Jennifer's dad watching, Jennifer Capriati's dad watching this match.
Earlier today, Stefano watched Jennifer play well but lose to Steffi Graf. A hard-hitting match. This one, of course, they're not just slightly nudging the ball around either.
Indeed.
But still, the hardest hit match I've ever seen two women play was between Jennifer Capriati and Monica Seles 2 years ago at the U.S. Open. Seles winning 7-6 in the third. A remarkable display of power and control from both players.
And the result from earlier today, Rancho Sanchez Vicario over Mary Jo Fernandez in a tough match. So Graf and Sanchez Vicario will play in the semi-final. Same day coverage here of the Ford Australian Open.
Great
Very
stuff
solid.
from Halard.
Patrice Aguilera on the left, and next to him, Francois Joffre. Two of the coaches of the French squad.
She's just playing beautifully now. She's seeing the ball early. She's taking her chances. She's finishing points on her own terms. Monica's shots, obviously Monica is not playing her very best tennis, but she's actually not being allowed to. Halard, as you said, needed to mix things up, use her variety.
5-3.
Unlike the other players, Steffi Graf, for instance, played in Perth, and Capriati and Sanchez Vicario 17. They all played in New South Wales last week, before this tournament began, I should say, 2 weeks ago. This is the first tennis that Monica has played in '93. Now that things are getting tight, this is the first trouble she's been in. See how she responds.
Terrific point from both players. 15 all.
Seles kind of caught Halard a little bit, didn't she? Halard was covering, going back to cover the court, and Seles got it slightly behind her and forced the error.
Julia Allard said she wasn't going to be intimidated in this match and that she was looking forward to playing Seles.
It's a remarkable instinct of Seles so that when she gets in trouble, the chains come off her game. She becomes even more fearless. She hits even harder. She goes for even more. Time and again, she has extricated herself from very rough positions by doing just that.
You know, I used to do that too.
Who?
The man who
Not
won
me.
The, man who won the Grand Slam twice. The Rocket Rod Laver.
Nice instinct, isn't it?
Tighter things got, the harder he swing. Game point, Seles. First double fault for either player.
Yeah, that's got to be some nerves. Still a game point, 5-4.
Very nice. Doing exactly what she has to do. As you said earlier, Mary, mixing things up.
Yeah.
Big return to serve and then the drop forehand.
Just lovely. Very French.
Advantage Seles. Game Seles.
Big serve, then the put away shot. And we'll find out how good Julia Allard is. She's going to have to serve the second set when we come back. You are watching Monica Seles and Julia Allard, 5-4. Allard leading in the second set, and she's about to serve. The women's draw looks like this. Steffi Graf is through to the semifinal. She will take on Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. You're watching Monica Seles and Julia Allard, and the winner will take on the winner of the match between Gabriela Sabatini and Mary Pierce. In the men's division, things look like this. Quarterfinals, 8 players left. Courier will take on Corda, and then to round out the top half, Michael Stich will play Guy Forget of France. Then Stephen of New Zealand will take on Sampras of the USA. Bergstrom and Edberg of Sweden will round out the bottom half. Those matches, all of them, more for them tomorrow.
Eyes are ready.
Julia Allard serving, leading 5-4, second set.
Good stuff in the very first point in the second set, where Julia Allard got into first serve and ended up losing the point. She got herself in a little bit of trouble here. Couldn't defend the net. Kind of came in on a wing and a prayer there. And Seles controlled the rally. But she knew she had to get off the baseline there. The percentages aren't with her from there.
15 all.
Oh, she stayed with the point all the way to the end. Just missed the volley, 15-30. But how well played until that point.
This is such a better match than I thought it would be. I'm really, my hat's off to Julia Halard. I never expected that she'd be able to maintain this quality tennis. She's just throwing everything at this match, and she can.
15-30.
So after 2 service games where she held it love in set 2, a couple of breakpoint chances for Seles.
The kind of game, nevertheless, Mary, that if you went back and looked at it on tape, you know, you wouldn't say to her, well, you played really dumb points. She came in twice, but in a way she has to keep doing things like that. Breakpoint. Not much you can do about that. Under any circumstances, the break back, it's 5 games all, second set.
Oh, man.
Okay, Seles, lock in.
Look at this. It was well placed. It had some speed on it. But off of a fine angle, Seles comes up with an even better one. She's taking a lot of punches, Halard. You wonder if she's weary or not. Mentally, more than physically.
She's thrown a few herself. That's the really startling thing about this match. Love 15.
She's done some nice damage off the forehand side, especially.
All.
Interesting how comfortable she is hitting down the line. A lot of two-handers are like that, don't they? That last shot of Monica Seles, she just as soon hit over the slightly higher part of the net as she would cross-court. That's why it's so difficult to play against a flat shot hitter like that with two hands. You just never know where it's going. So difficult to predict. Game point for the world's #1. Over an hour, which for Monica Seles is a hard day's work.
The last Grand Slam in which Monica played, the U.S. Open '92, she won that in under 7 hours, the whole thing. 7 matches.
40-30.
Another double. That's her second of the match. Her second in 2 games.
Julia Halard hasn't served one. Still game point.
Game, Seles.
Okay, now Julia Halard will serve, but not for the set. She's down 5-6, and she's going to have to win this next game to get into a tiebreaker in the second set. Australian Open. It's women's singles. Cliff Drysdale along with Mary Carrillo. We're watching Monica Seles and Julie Halard. 6-5. Seles leading in the second set. She won the first. This is Halard serving.
Love 15.
Julia Halard ran into Gabriela Sabatini 3 times at Grand Slam tournaments last year. Here at the Australian, she lost in the first round, third round at the French, and the second round at the US Open.
Love 30.
Monica Seles can turn a match around on a dime.
Oh, you don't want to get ahead of her. It's the worst thing you can do. It only gets her aggravated, more predatory. 5-3 lead was absolutely the worst thing Halard could have done for herself.
Love 40. Quiet, please. Thank you.
No, no foot faults in the match. It is match point and foot fault called on the first set. It's long. She saves one. Make that another match point to come. So she has saved 2 match points. There's love 40. So third. Back to deuce.
Seles thought the serve was big by a couple of inches, but it was not called.
Advantage Halard.
4 straight points for Halard.
Isn't that nice to see from down 3 match points to continue to fight, and this could pay off for her. Look at that, off an ace.
So if Seles is going to win this in straight sets, it'll have to be in this tiebreak. First to 7 with a 2-point lead wins the tiebreak and the second set. Terrific comeback in that game by Julie Halard of France. We said she's played a lot of Grand Slam tennis, but has never been in this late a stage in a major before. She's 22 years old. One to Halard.
1-0 Halard.
and then to be poised enough to deny Monica Seles 3 match points. This could really be a breakthrough Grand Slam for Halard. It's out.
Ball long. 2 to Halard.
2-0.
Boy, she had a nice run going there. 7 straight points. Finally snapped.
So 1 mini break apiece back on serve in the tie break. 1-2 in serving.
The serve is only 69 miles an hour. It gave Halard plenty of time to move around, position herself, and spank the forehand return winner.
Terrific change-up from Seles. She puts in the drop shot at a very unexpected time and ends up winning the point.
Monica Seles enjoys much more touch, I think, than she's given credit for. Everyone speaks about her power. But she can do nice things to break up a point, too, as she just showed. She can loop it, lob it, drive it, drop it.
Halard serving 3-2. Back on serve, the players will change ends. Monica either doesn't realize it or has forgotten. Now she's Julie Halard walking over to her side, so she says, okay, I better make my move. 3 points all. Of the 6 points in this tiebreak, 4 have been against serve. But they have balanced each other out. Julia Halard beat Rancha Sanchez Vicario at last year's Wimbledon. 2 seeded players in this Australian so far.
Second service.
Oh, boy.
4-all.
Halard had a second serve. She got a forehand, which is what she wanted. But kind of came in on a bluff and paid the price. Didn't do enough with this return. And again, you know, just... Seles will call you on a shot if it's not quite good enough.
Very solid stuff from Julia Halard, and she's ahead in the tie-break again. 5 points to 4.
5-4.
With her serve to follow. Set points for Julia Halard. This one coming up on her serve.
6-4. Quiet, please.
Oh. She was waited for that one. She knew exactly where it was going. Seemed like there was even a moment's question in her mind as to what to do with it. She just brushed it aside. So still set point for Halard.
Yeah! Seles yells no, but another huge forehand. This woman had 3 match points. They were all denied by the French woman.
Yeah, now she's come back and won the set, so this match is tied at 1-all between Monica Seles and Julia Halard. We'll be back with more from Melbourne and the Ford Australian Open after this.
Downtown Melbourne at night, and you're looking at the Art Center, and it was in fact a very artistic and bold second set played by the French woman against Monica Seles. Julia Halard held off 3 match points in the second set. But let me tell you that by the time the third set came around, there was no noodling around with match points. Monica Seles now serving at 5-love in set 3. This final set taking only about 22 minutes. And Julia Halard, for all the great effort she showed in set 2, was absolutely spent in the deciding set. It was a much closer match than any of us anticipated. We all thought that Seles would cruise in straight sets. She said of the second set, "I let myself totally down." She got too defensive, she thought, but acquitted herself beautifully in that final set. Very, very dismissive of the talented young French woman. So Monica Seles has now advanced. The top seed has found her rightful place in the women's draw. She still doesn't know who she plays. As she left the Flinders Park Center tonight, Gabriella Sabatini, the 3rd seed, and Mary Pierce, the 10th seed, was the last women's quarterfinal to be played. And when we come back, we will pick up that match with the second set tiebreak. Please stay with us. This was a thriller.